I think Twitch as a company has to think about what are they ultimately trying to do. And to me, Flavio, going for a 2.5 here, we will be jamming our ace king suited. Get a call as well, we will be jamming our ace king suited. So I think hopefully it's not aces, it's queen. Okay, hopefully not a queen here. Good, no queen here. So I think I'm in favour of, let's say, not allowing reckless gambling on the channel, right? Twitch has a large under 18s audience. We have 18 plus plastered all over our stream. And I think if you have, especially people playing daily slots to teenagers who are 16 and shouldn't even be, on gambling sites and promoting it and stuff like this, I do think that's irresponsible, and I think that would be fine. It is a bit of a, let's say, blanket statement, just be like, well, ban all gambling, because of course it lacks the nuance. And I think you could much more easily say we will allow gambling on stream if it's responsibly done, and you just have Twitch say, well, responsibly done means you don't allow, you have 18 plus, we don't allow. They could very easily, for example, we're going to limp aces, are we? No, Neto, sorry, we're not. Neto actually called wider. I was thinking it was the other guy. Neto called the queen it off, so yeah. But Twitch could just have a system where they don't allow gambling. When you go to every service station, you have a little gambling area, and it's 18 plus only, and you go, okay, well, that's not for the kids. And Twitch could have the same. This is a gambling stream. It's not for the kids. If you're registered and you haven't given your date of birth, you can't watch the stream. Fine. I think it's a much more sensible approach than just to be like, ban gambling. Because the problem I have is I've seen a lot of big streamers are like, I'm not getting paid enough because affiliate deals don't want to affiliate with Twitch because of gambling problems. Kikazi, thank you very much for following. And actually why I find that a bit frustrating is that you can't just ask Twitch to ban stuff that may be lowering your income when there's a much more easy way of doing it. It's like asking YouTube to ban poker content. That you wouldn't do that because it doesn't affect your income. And so I do think a lot of it seems to be quite not coming from the right place. I've not seen someone lay out a reason why gambling should be banned on Twitch from a kind of moral or ethical point of view. I feel like a lot of the top Twitch stars seem to be saying, listen, I could be getting a lot bigger revenue if gambling wasn't part of Twitch, because it seems to be, lots of people don't want to have their money associated with Twitch stars when they've heard, they don't want to be associated with a Twitch problem, So I think it will require a bit of a nuanced discussion, but yeah. Gahel, thank you very much for following. So I hope, let's say, they will be sensible about it. Stricky Plus TV says, any advice for people who are looking to recruit spin players as a stable? So let me catch up. Freddie says, let's go a bit here. Most backers offer coaching. Maybe there are some players who are looking for staking RE deal, and there's a niche for that. Coaching is good, but the question is where to seek for players, basically. It's Stricky Plus TV. Yeah, I think typically stables take time. So we'll go for a river bet. What are we trying to fold? Honestly, I don't think he folds a pair. I just want to try and target, let's say, a hand at 9-10, Jack 9, Queen high, whatever. Could we go for a pot? I don't think he's going to fold enough, so we just go for a half pot here. If he calls a 6, he calls a 6. It's fine. He calls a 6. It's fine. Might make him a little bit more stationary. I'm going to give him a little bit more of a passive stationary kind of attack. Again, don't always expect a 6 to call there, but if they do always call a 6, then of course we'll just be more value centric. We could make a bit of a disciplined fold, but we have got, let's say, we are deep enough, so we'll go for a call there. Goes for a check. I assume there's a lot of ace high already in this range, so we'll go for a check. I think we're the best hand here a lot now. They go for a 2BB bet, which is like pocket 8s or maybe aces or something. Could have ace jack. That would be sad. What is this, ladies and gentlemen? What is this? 7s, 8s, aces, or random. Ace 6 would be very annoying, by the way. We're going to call 3.3 to win 16.6. I think we win 1 in 5 times. sevens is one of the value hands we said, you know. So, a little frustrating, but, well, not frustrating, I should say. It isn't frustrating. We choose to make it frustrating if we want, so yeah. Grace says 2+2 used to be a thing. So, I think as I was saying, we've called the Jack-9 suited here. Flopper top pair. We know how he played sevens, which is really good to see. Went for thin value with 1/3 pot. Goes for 1/3 pot again. How trusting of this 1/3 sizing do we want it to be that it's probably the same hands? So this could be aces. I think at this point I will check raise. I don't know. We'll go for 5.4 here and shove the turn. I think he could have a hand like 8s. I think he could have a hand like 7-8. I think he could have a hand like Jack-10. I think he could have lots of hands. But I think the 1/3 typically is not going to be too many other stuff. We're going to open jam ace jack. I know it's probably a bit weird, but like, given I don't think he'll ice a bluff here, and then it doesn't really make sense to limp this hand. So I think, yeah, as I was talking about stables, let me try and talk about stables and not get distracted by the poker. I think with stables, it unfortunately just takes time. So you can't overnight magic yourself to 120 people in a stable, right? It is a challenging start. It takes a lot of time. You need to have some nice credentials if you want to hire. If you have a good poker network, as we got a win, by the way, that was nice. We got lucky, but yeah. So let's chat about it now. We're here. So I think it helps if you've got, let's say, coaches that are known or can advertise or are in the high stakes games. That definitely helps. Word of mouth definitely helps, and so I think if you do a good job and people appreciate the work you do for them and you try and provide, I think in 6 of 1, for example, we always try and provide value for the guys, and we have a pretty good, I think, a very good success rate in terms of people sticking about even when the contract finishes and just have rolling month on month offer or something. Johnny Abati, thank you very much for following. Of course, other ways to attract people would be, get yourself a website, get yourself good deals, get yourself EV deals. They're definitely things that will have mental game coaching, have a Twitch stream, of course, you can do that. That's a good way to advertise. You basically, the question would be like how to advertise in a way, isn't it? And so there's a lot of different poker mediums through which you can do it. But I honestly would typically suggest people away from spin staking. It is incredibly difficult. It is incredibly stressful. I'm saying this as I'm not involved, fortunately, in the financial aspect of 6 of 1, but I have been more involved in financial aspects of other stables, and I say the swings are insane. You think you have swings as an individual, try putting 20 people on an EV deal, and it's like, you run some of those variant simulations. It's like, okay, I hope you've got $1 million just in liquid cash, ready to do whatever. I'm gonna try a limp with the Queen Jack against Butch, just to let's see. Anyway, hopefully it helps, and apply 6 of 1. But yeah, chat roulette might work. We'll go for a bet, trying to get value from a 5, and go for a little block bet on the river. Try and get value from a 5. 2-4. If he raises, lots of 4-6, maybe in that range. 2-3. Yudan 79. Thank you very much for following. Is this a river we get value from a 5? Not many, but we'll go for a little block and see. Would he like to call our small little bet here? I also don't mind going slightly smaller because I would like to see what kind of hands he didn't raise or whatever. So we get a call. I assume from the 5. Let's see if we're accurate. 10-5. Seems fine. So, fairly orthodox way to play his hand. No problems there. We'll jam the ace-jack, I guess, for 20 bigs. Can't really think about not doing anything with this. Queen-jack, okay. It's a queen. It's not so good for us. Min-raise, call, queen-jack off. Yes, Strictly Plus says, I don't want to compete with anyone. I just want to switch my time from grinding the coaching. Yeah, so I think coaching is definitely, again, there are things you can do. Patreon, for example. Set yourself up with a Twitch stream, Strictly Plus TV, if you would like to advertise. If you don't have a network already, because obviously if you have a network and you do a good job and word of mouth goes by, and I hope speaking as a poker coach, obviously, that most of the guys who I've worked with would say nice things about me, or at least after I paid them. And then, you know, then that helps kind of, yeah, you know, can build up there. If you haven't got that already established poker network and you want to build it, poker streaming, and it takes a bit of time, but again, that's something else that just builds up. And so we've been streaming now for a couple of years. And, you know, you don't have to play that high stakes as well. You can just play, like, people, I think there's always a demand, there's always at least a kind of little bit of demand. If you can, especially if you can find a niche when no other spin streamers are streaming, go for that, which is most days of the week, most times of the week. And then you'll be fine. Also friendly, and the best. Friendly as well. Tom, I love you. Thanks, Jenny. We love you too. Happy birthday, by the way, to Rancho Hossa. Had a lovely birthday, I hope. So, nice board for us. We have a defend. We lose to Queen 9, we lose to King 9. That's fine. I like a bit of a bigger sizing here. Let's go 3.3. Plan is, we'll just jam turns, but I don't mind if a hand like Queen 10 folds from the small blinds. Big blind's a bit more whatever, like he's got some 4x, he's got some 2x. They might call, they might fold. I don't think they fold. But really, we don't mind. Again, if like King Queen, Queen 10, whatever, 2 overs. We'll try and limp the 6-3 suited. I don't know. Butch. Oh yeah, he min-raised called. So we know he's a little bit sticky, maybe. He could also call 3 streets. Admittedly, they were small streets, but with second pair. Third pair by river. So he's probably quite sticky. So if we hit, I think we'll get a lot of value. He raises here. I think he has a lot of 2-pair and straight combos. So I think actually our flush was pretty live here. So we're going for a call. Please, let's turn a heart. Nah. Jack's maybe a good card. He might be sitting there with Queen 9 being like, fuck. So we check. He also has some Jack 9. I mean, we beat Queen 9. He could have Queen 9. He definitely folds it. I think we should try and bluff it. He's got some houses. I think he folds a lot of Queen X if we bet here. I think. Let's go 3/4 and see. Please don't have King 10. Please don't call with a Queen. It's really hard for us to have air. Just call with a Queen. Oh. It's really hard for us to have air when we called a raise. Oh. What air? Like, what air could we have on that river, ladies and gentlemen, other than our hands? Anyone think of an air hand we have there? Six 3 of hearts. 6 7 of hearts. Don't have the Queen hearts. We don't have the 10 of hearts. We don't have the 8 of hearts. We could have the King hearts, I guess. Yeah, slim common or it's Butch. I'm giving you the stationary tag. Yeah, we'll not be bluffing you in future. We didn't win this one. Okay, bankroll challenge once again, dropping downhill. Although we wouldn't mind just hitting a 5x or something, right?